If you live in the Rust Belt, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, you know rust destroys cars faster than anything else. 10 vehicles that look perfect on the surface but are rotting from underneath, sometimes in just 5 years. Catastrophic frame rust, subframe failure, and structural damage that makes vehicles unsafe to drive. By number 1, you'll see the car mechanics refuse to work on because the rust is so bad they can't safely lift it. These aren't old beaters, these are relatively recent used cars that salt is eating alive. The Rust Belt uses massive amounts of road salt every winter. That salt turns cars into Swiss cheese faster than anywhere else in America. We talked to mechanics from Detroit to Buffalo who see which vehicles rust out catastrophically and which hold up. All 10 have documented rust problems that make them dangerous to buy used in salt states. Number 10. Mazda 3. The Mazda 3 from 2010 to 2018 is a great car mechanically, but in the Rust Belt, it's a disaster. Mechanics in Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania refuse to buy them because they've seen too many with catastrophic rust at surprisingly low mileage. The rear subframe is the main failure point. Mazda's rust protection was inadequate, and road salt eats through the metal quickly. By year 5 or 6, the subframe can develop holes so large that suspension components start pulling through. This isn't cosmetic rust, it's structural decay that makes the car unsafe. The rocker panels rust from the inside out. A tiny paint bubble often hides a baseball-sized hole behind it. Once rust appears on the surface, the structure is already compromised. What makes Mazda 3 rust especially dangerous is the speed. A 5-year-old Mazda 3 in Cleveland can have more severe rust than a 15-year-old Toyota. Picture a clean-looking 2015 Mazda 3 with 80,000 miles. Paint looks great, but once on a lift, the rear subframe is perforated and the rockers are gone. It's an $8,000 car with the value of a $3,000 parts vehicle. In the Rust Belt, you must inspect a Mazda 3 on a lift. If there's any visible subframe or rocker rust, walk away. Number 9 hits an extremely popular crossover. Number 9, Honda CR-V. Number 9 surprises people because Honda has a reputation for quality, but the CR-V from 2002 to 2011 rusts catastrophically in the Rust Belt. The rear subframe crossmember is the critical failure point. This is the structural component connecting the rear suspension to the chassis. When it rusts through, the rear suspension loses its mounting points. Mechanics report seeing CR-Vs where rear control arms have literally pulled through the rusted subframe during normal driving. The frame rails behind the rear wheels develop perforations from road salt. The metal becomes so thin you can poke your finger through it. This compromises structural integrity of the entire rear end. Here's the inspection trap. The CR-V has plastic cladding and undercoating that hides rust. The vehicle can look clean from normal viewing angles, but underneath the plastic, the metal is gone. You need to scrape away undercoating to see real condition. Repair costs are prohibitive. Replacing a rear subframe requires major labor. Everything from the rear wheels back comes apart. You're looking at $2,500 to $4,000 in labor alone, plus parts. On a vehicle worth $6,000 to $8,000, that repair makes no financial sense. Think about the family who bought a 2008 CR-V for their teenager in Buffalo. It had 95,000 miles, looked clean. 1 year later, during an oil change, the mechanic showed them the rear subframe, completely rotted with holes everywhere. Repair estimate was $3,500. They bought it for $7,000. It's now worth $3,000 with the rust damage. Number 8 is a truck that rusts worse than its reputation suggests. Number 8, the Ford F-150 from 2004 to 2014 has serious rust problems in the Rust Belt that Ford never adequately addressed. These are work trucks exposed to salt constantly. The frame is the critical issue. Ford's frame coating in these years was inadequate. The C-channel frame design traps salt, water, and debris inside the channel where it can't drain. The frame rusts from the inside out, and by the time you see it outside, the damage is severe. The rear leaf spring hangers rust through completely. These are the brackets welded to the frame that hold the leaf springs. When they rust off, the rear axle loses its mounting points. Mechanics report seeing F-150s where leaf spring hangers have broken off the frame entirely. The cab corners are notorious rust spots. The metal at lower rear corners of the cab rusts through and the bed starts separating from the cab. Here's what makes F-150 rust particularly expensive. Frame repairs are major work. You can't just weld new metal onto a rusty frame. Many mechanics won't even attempt frame repairs because of liability. Think about the contractor in Pennsylvania who bought a 2011 F-150 with 110,000 miles for $15,000. 2 years later, during inspection, the mechanic showed him the frame. Holes everywhere, leaf spring hangers ready to break off. The inspection station failed it for structural rust. The truck is now worth $3,000 as a parts vehicle. The lesson? On older F-150s in the Rust Belt, Frame inspection is mandatory. Get under the truck with a flashlight and actually probe the frame. Number 7 is a sedan with a hidden rust problem. Number 7 is the Ford Fusion from 2010 to 2019, and it rusts in ways that make it dangerous without being immediately obvious. The subframe is the main issue. Both front and rear subframes rust prematurely, developing holes and weakness. The front subframe carries the engine and front suspension. When it rusts, you're looking at catastrophic failure potential. The rockers rust from inside the rocker panel cavity. Ford's design traps salt and moisture inside the rocker, and it rusts from the inside out. By the time you see external rust bubbles, the inside is gone. Here's the inspection challenge. Fusions often have undercoating that hides rust. The vehicle can look fine from above and even from casual underneath inspection, but scrape away the undercoating and you find holes in critical structural areas. Repair economics don't make sense. A subframe replacement on a Fusion requires dropping the engine or rear suspension, which means major labor costs. You're talking $2,000 to $3,000 just in labor. On a vehicle worth $8,000 to $12,000, that's a financial disaster. Think about buying a 2014 Fusion in upstate New York for $9,000. 3 years later, you take it for inspection, and it fails for subframe rust. Repair estimate is $2,800. Vehicle's value after rust damage is discovered? Maybe $4,000. Number 6 is a crossover that self-destructs. Number 6, Nissan Rogue. At number 6, the Nissan Rogue from 2008 to 2020 is a rust catastrophe in salt states. Nissan's rust protection in these years was terrible. The rear subframe crossmember is failing catastrophically. The metal rusts through so severely that rear suspension components pull through during normal driving. Mechanics report seeing Rogues where rear shock towers have torn through the rusted subframe, causing the rear end to collapse. The front subframe develops holes at critical stress points. The metal around control arm mounting points rusts thin, and under load, the metal tears. The rockers and floor pans rust through extensively. The floor can literally rust so badly you can see the ground through holes. This isn't just uncomfortable, it's a structural problem. Here's what makes Nissan Rogue rust particularly problematic. These are everywhere in the used market. Nissan sold millions, and many are now in the used market with hidden rust problems. Think about the single parent who bought a 2012 Rogue in Ohio for $7,500. 1 year later, during an oil change, the mechanic refused to lift it because the subframe was so rusted, he couldn't safely put it on the lift. The vehicle that cost $7,500 is now worthless, literally unsellable. We're halfway through the list. Number 5, Jeep Wrangler. Number 5 shocks people because Wranglers are supposed to be rugged, but the 2007 to 2018 models rust badly in the Rust Belt. Jeep's frame protection was inadequate. The frame is the main problem. Despite being body-on-frame, the Wrangler frame rusts through at critical points. The frame rails develop holes, crossmembers rust away, and structural integrity is compromised. The floor pans rust through, creating holes you can see the ground through. Water and salt get inside the cab, accelerating rust from both sides. The control arm mounts on the frame rust and weaken. These are critical suspension mounting points, and when they rust, suspension geometry changes and handling becomes dangerous. Here's what makes Wrangler rust particularly frustrating. These are expensive vehicles. People pay premium prices for Wranglers because of brand cash and resale value reputation. But that resale value evaporates when the frame is rusted. Think about the off-road enthusiast who bought a 2012 Wrangler Unlimited in Michigan for $22,000. 2 winters later, during insurance inspection, the adjuster noted frame rust. The mechanic's assessment? Extensive rust and some perforations. Repair estimate was $6,500. The Wrangler's value with documented frame rust? Maybe $12,000. The lesson is clear. Wranglers in the Rust Belt need thorough frame inspections before purchase. The top 4 are the absolute worst offenders. Number 4, Subaru Outback. At number 4, the Subaru Outback and Legacy from 2005 to 2014 rust catastrophically in the Rust Belt despite Subaru's reputation. The rear subframe crossmember is failing at alarming rates. The metal rusts through so badly that Subaru issued a recall in some cases, but the recall only covers certain model years. Many rusted Subarus don't qualify, and owners are stuck with the repair bill. The front subframe develops severe rust at control arm mounting points. When the metal rusts thin, control arms can pull through under stress, causing loss of steering control. The fuel and brake lines rust through extensively. These lines run along the underside where they're exposed to salt spray. When they rust through, you have fuel leaks or brake failure, both catastrophic. Here's what makes Subaru rust particularly insidious. The all-wheel drive system creates more undercarriage components that can trap salt. The differential, drive shaft, and various brackets all create pockets where salt accumulates. Repair costs are substantial. Subframe replacement on a Subaru requires major disassembly. The entire rear suspension comes apart. You're looking at $2,500 to $4,000. On a vehicle worth $8,000 to $12,000, that's devastating. Think about the family in Vermont who bought a 2010 Outback for $11,000. 2 years later, Subaru sent a recall notice for rear subframe rust. The dealer said the rust was too severe for the recall repair. The vehicle needed a complete subframe replacement that wasn't covered. Estimate? $3,800. Vehicle's current value? Maybe $5,000. Number 3 is a luxury brand that rusts worse than economy cars. Number 3, BMW 3 Series. Number 3 surprises people. BMWs from 2006 to 2016. Rust terribly in the rust belt. These are luxury vehicles with premium prices, but BMW's rust protection is inadequate for salt environments. The front subframe is the critical failure point. The aluminum subframe corrodes from salt, but it's different from steel rust. The aluminum develops galvanic corrosion that weakens the metal without obvious visual signs. The rear subframe on all-wheel drive models rusts at differential mounting points. The steel components rust, and aluminum to steel connections accelerate corrosion through galvanic action. The floor pans and rockers rust extensively. Water gets into the cabin through clogged sunroof drains or door seals, and it sits in floor pan cavities rusting from inside. Here's what makes BMW rust particularly expensive. Everything is expensive on a BMW. A subframe replacement isn't just expensive because of labor. The parts themselves cost double or triple what they cost for mainstream vehicles. You're looking at $4,000 to $7,000 for subframe replacement. Think about the professional who bought a 2013 BMW 535i in Chicago for $18,000. 3 years later, during inspection for a trade-in, the dealer noted subframe corrosion. The dealer offered $8,000 for the trade-in, half what similar rust-free examples were worth. The lesson? BMWs in the Rust Belt are risky used car purchases. Pre-purchase inspection by a BMW specialist is mandatory. Number 2 is an American SUV with catastrophic rust. Number 2, Dodge Durango. Number 2 is the Dodge Durango from 2011 to 2019, experiencing rust problems that make these dangerous vehicles in the Rust Belt. Chrysler's rust protection has always been questionable. The frame develops severe rust at critical points. The frame rails rust through, crossmembers weaken, and structural integrity of the entire vehicle is compromised. This is particularly concerning because the Durango is a large SUV often used to haul families. The rear suspension mounting points rust extensively. The brackets that hold the rear suspension to the frame rust and weaken. In severe cases, these mounts can tear through the rusted frame during normal driving. The rockers and floor pans rust through completely. The metal becomes so thin you can push through it with your thumb. This compromises crash safety. Here's what makes Durango rust particularly problematic. These are large, heavy vehicles that put more stress on rusted components. A weakened subframe on a 5,000-pound SUV is more likely to fail catastrophically. Think about the family in Pennsylvania who bought a 2014 Durango for $16,000. 2 years later, during state inspection, it failed for frame rust and rocker rust. Repair estimate? $4,200. Vehicle's value after failed inspection? Maybe $8,000. They're paying off a loan on a vehicle they can't legally drive. And now, the absolute worst rust bucket in the Rust Belt. Number 1, Toyota Tacoma. Number 1 shocks people because Toyota has a legendary reputation for quality, but the Tacoma from 2005 to 2015 has the worst frame rust problem in modern automotive history. This is so bad that Toyota had recalls, buyback programs, and class action lawsuits, and it still didn't fix all the rusted trucks. The frame rust is catastrophic. The frame is made of steel that was inadequately treated for rust protection. In Rust Belt states, the frame rusts from the inside out. The C-channel design traps salt and moisture, and the metal rusts to the point where the frame literally breaks apart. Toyota issued recalls and extended warranties, but the coverage was limited. Many Tacomas rusted outside the recall parameters, and owners were stuck with vehicles that were unsafe to drive. The rust happens fast. A 5-year-old Tacoma in the Rust Belt can have frame rust so severe that the frame is structurally compromised. The bed supports and crossmembers rust through completely. Mechanics report seeing Tacomas where you can push your hand through the frame because the metal is gone. This isn't surface rust, this is complete structural failure. Here's what makes Tacoma rust absolutely catastrophic. The frame can break while driving. There are documented cases of Tacomas where the frame separated while the vehicle was moving, causing loss of control. This is a legitimate safety hazard that has resulted in accidents. Repair options are limited and expensive. Frame replacement costs $10,000 to $15,000 or more. Many Tacomas aren't worth that in repair costs, so they become worthless despite having good engines and transmissions. A truck with a good engine but a rusted frame is just an expensive parts vehicle. The buyback program helped some owners, but not all. Toyota's buyback was limited to specific years and specific rust criteria. Many rusted Tacomas didn't qualify, leaving owners with dangerous vehicles they couldn't sell and couldn't afford to fix. Think about the contractor in upstate New York who bought a 2010 Tacoma for $18,000 because everyone said Tacomas hold their value and last forever. 3 years later, during inspection, the mechanic showed him the frame. Holes everywhere, some areas completely rusted through. The inspection station failed it immediately. Toyota wouldn't buy it back because it didn't meet the specific recall criteria. Frame replacement estimate was $12,000. The truck's value is maybe $4,000 for parts. The contractor lost $14,000 on a Toyota that was supposed to be bulletproof. That's why the 2005 to 2015 Tacoma is number one. It combines Toyota's reputation, making buyers let their guard down, with the worst frame rust problem in modern automotive history. People paid premium prices for trucks that self-destructed in rust belt conditions. The recalls and buybacks helped some owners, but thousands are stuck with rusted trucks that are unsafe, unfixable, and essentially worthless. These 10 vehicles reveal a harsh truth about the rust belt used car market. You can't trust surface appearances. A vehicle that looks clean and well-maintained can have catastrophic structural rust underneath. The salt is relentless, and inadequate rust protection from manufacturers means vehicles are rotting faster than ever. The financial impact is devastating. Buyers are paying good money for vehicles with hidden structural damage. When rust is discovered during inspection or repair, the value creators and owners are trapped. Repair costs often exceed the vehicle's value, making repair economically impossible. The safety implications are serious. Rusted subframes, frames, and rockers compromise crash safety. A vehicle with severe structural rust is dangerous to drive. 10 used cars that rust out in just 5 years in the Rust Belt, from the Mazda 3 with rotting subframes to the Toyota Tacoma with frame failures. These are vehicles to avoid in salt states or inspect extremely carefully before purchase. If you live in the Rust Belt and this opened your eyes, smash that like button. Have you experienced catastrophic rust? Okay, what vehicle and how bad was it? Drop your story in the comments. Real experiences help others avoid the same mistakes. Subscribe for automotive truth that protects your money and safety. Hit the bell because our next video covers how to properly inspect a used car for rust, the techniques dealers don't want you to know. Thanks for watching. Remember, in the Rust Belt, what you can't see underneath will cost you more than what you can see on top. Inspect everything, trust nothing, and never buy a used car in salt country without a lift inspection.